On a dark and stormy night, there was a small village surrounded by a dense forest. In this village lived a family consisting of a father, mother, and their young daughter, Leila. Everyone in the village knew that the forest was haunted by an evil spirit that attacked anyone who entered after midnight. One night, Leila was sitting in her room reading a book while her parents were asleep. Suddenly, she heard a strange noise coming from the window. She cautiously approached it and looked outside, where she saw something strange glowing in the dark between the trees. Leila couldn't resist her curiosity, so she decided to sneak out of the house to explore what she had seen. She grabbed a small flashlight and quietly left without waking her parents. When she reached the edge of the forest, she felt a cold breeze brush against her face, as if the trees were whispering something frightening. The deeper she went into the forest, the thicker the fog became, and the strange sounds grew louder. Suddenly, Leila felt something grab her foot. She looked down, but found nothing. She tried to ignore her fear and continued walking. After a few more steps, she heard a sound coming from behind her, as if someone was following her. When she turned around, she saw a large, dark shadow moving quickly towards her. She tried to run, but her feet felt as heavy as stone. She couldn't scream or move. At that moment, a strange figure appeared from among the trees, dressed in old clothes, with glowing eyes in the darkness. He approached her and said in a terrifying voice, "You made a mistake by entering here. The spirit will not let you leave." Leila felt fear completely overwhelm her, realizing she had fallen into an inescapable trap. The strange figure kept getting closer, and the forest around her started to transform into a horrifying place filled with mysterious creatures that surrounded her. At that moment, Leila woke up in her bed, trembling with fear. She realized it had been a dream, but when she looked at her feet, she found traces of mud and twigs clinging to them, as if she had actually been in the forest. Leila could never forget what had happened, and she never dared to approach the window or the forest again. But she always wondered, was the dream just a nightmare, or was there something else waiting for her in the dark?